All right, everybody, welcome to the Cavendish Farms Wellness Center in Montague, Prince Edward Island for this, the semi-final of the 2018 Atlantic Collegiate Women's Hockey Championship between the Holland Hurricanes and the Acadia Axewomen. I'm Jordy Carraher, pleased to be on the broadcast with you again this morning. These two teams went at it last night. The Hurricanes defeated the Axewomen by a score of 4-0, and now they'll go at it here again as the Hurricanes get an immediate opportunity here. That was Jessica Redmond with the first opportunity here for Holland College. Immediate save from Jordan Archibald. And face-off will come to Archibald's left here, right below our broadcast position. Scramble draw off the face-off, controlled by the Axewomen. And Lily Ryan chips it up. Bit of a funny hop off the boards, but Melissa Atkinson corrals it. Tries to send it forward for Hillary Dort. Clearing attempt from Nicole Derry, stays in the Holland College zone. And Ryan battling for it. Atkinson goes back to the point for Haley Williams. That puck comes out. And Natasha Watton sends it forward. No icing on the play here as Erin Picco goes back to retrieve it. She'll go around the net for Nicole Derry. And Derry hangs onto the puck behind the Hurricanes net. And Ryan intercepts the clearing attempt. But the centering pass doesn't find anybody, and Melissa French just sends it back to Picco. Erin Picco with it behind the net. Kara Mason getting the start once again here for Holland College. She posted the shutout last night against the Axewomen, and the Axewomen could have been called for too many players on the ice here, but instead that puck's going to go all the way down to Mason, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Face-off coming to Mason's right. And the Hurricanes control that draw. Captain Annika Mason with the puck. Now battle for it down low. Samantha Woodworth there with it now. And it'll go back behind the Hurricanes net where Annika Mason retrieves it. Out to the point, Katie Sabian keeps it in for the Axewomen. Sends it all the way around the net. And the Hurricanes get it out. And now a little bit of open ice here to work with. This is Caitlin Dunn with it. Being pressured by Sabian, and now Chelsea Wilkins sends it forward for Acadia. However, that's turned over. Now Woodworth with it. Her centering pass picked off by Wilkins. And Joyce pokes that one away. Now Dunn with it in the corner. Dunn centering pass, and that's off the post. Big opportunity there for Taylor Joyce to get the Hurricanes on the board. She had a goal last night here for Holland College, looking to strike again. This time around, nothing doing except for an icing for the Axewomen, so the face-off will come to the right of Jordan Archibald. As mentioned, Joyce, one of the goal scorers from last night. Haley Foote leading the way with 2 goals on the evening last night. Hurricanes control the face-off, and there's Sam Higgins with it. She's coming around the net. That's intercepted, but Higgins briefly able to get the puck back, but Acadia is able to push it out of its own end. And there's a turnover there from Higgins, but the Hurricanes get it right back. And now here's Haley Williams. She just scoops it into the Hurricanes' end. Julie McMillan there to pick it up. And McMillan battling there with number 10, Maddie Bork. She's in behind the net. And that puck's going to be sent back out to the point for Natasha Watton. She's got room to wind up. And that shot, it gets through, and there's an early goal for the Axewomen. Unable to find that puck in the early going, and it just trickles over to Mason's right, and the Acadia scorer just puts it into the open goal. So, 2:53 into this game. Don't look now, the Acadia Axewomen up by a score of 1-0. And as we get the goal scorer, we will let you know who has tallied that marker. Nevertheless, a big goal for the Axewomen. And we'll get play restarted here. But good pressure there from the Axewomen to force that opportunity, which, again, ultimately turned into the goal as Caitlin Comiskey shovels it into the corner. And that one's sent around the net by Elena Cora. And Now that's sent forward. Acadia responding with its big line here of Dort, Atkinson, and Ryan. And that's going to be scooped up by Janelle Sibley behind the Acadia goal. She sends it forward for Atkinson. Pass just a little too hot for her as Nicole Derry has it at center ice. Derry gains the Acadia blue line. Nice move on Cora. Derry in and just about had Redmond at the top of the crease. Meanwhile, the net's off here, and that's not going to be addressed here. Acadia's net way off. And it was Regan Hiltz getting that first goal for the Axe women, with Maddie Bork drawing the lone assist as we've got a little bit of contact here in the Hurricanes' end. Meanwhile, the lines person has fixed up the Acadia net, so we're going to continue here. And gaining the zone there was Nicole Gallant. Pushed forward by Dunn. That goes behind Acadia's net. Sabian with it now. Sabian trying to go off the glass. A little bit of a strange bounce off the stanchion, and now Joyce has it. Joyce with the shot. Nice stop there from Archibald. And now Dimmick turns it over for Acadia, and here's Joyce again. Taylor Joyce looking dangerous. Again, that backhand shot, she's able to get it in on Archibald. Makes the save with Woodworth right on top of her on the crease. And this line of Woodworth, Joyce, and Dunn showing they're not afraid to get dirty here. And the faceoff will come to Archibald's left. And the Hurricanes take control of that draw. Woodworth immediately turns it over to Williams. Sends that one around the boards. And now Dimmick will... That was Watton, excuse me, trying to get that one out. And Watton tries to bounce it up the boards. Now a few players battling near Acadia's penalty box. And they'll call a halt to the play here. And the faceoff will come just outside Acadia's zone. So again, if you're just joining us, Regan Hiltz getting on the board here for the Axe women. They have a 1-0 lead over the Holland Hurricanes 5 minutes into this one. And now Ryan carries it forward for Acadia. And just out of the reach of Dort. Theirs, it was up in the air. And Dort with an opportunity off the rebound. Nice stop by Mason. And now Madison Perriard bounces it off the boards. And Hurricanes are able to get it out. And Cora tries to send that one forward. That's intercepted by Sam Higgins. Higgins controlling the puck at center ice here. Mentioned it earlier in the tournament. Now Higgins is going to go soccer style for a minute as she loses her stick. But now Kaylee Keown's got it for the Hurricanes. As mentioned earlier in the tournament, Sam Higgins certainly has a familiar connection down here as Archibald freezes that one. And a little shot from behind by Lily Ryan on Kaylee Keown in the background. But anyway, back to Higgins for a second. Her older brother, Matt Higgins, he'd be very familiar with the Cavendish Farms Wellness Center, having previously played for the Montague Maniacs in the Island Junior Hockey League. A league the Hurricanes were in a few years back as well, so a very popular rivalry back in the day. As Acadia takes control of that faceoff, Andrea Pike gains the Hurricanes' blue line. Pike tries the centering pass. Derry's there to block it, and Pico sends it around the boards. Can tell there's a little bit more of a physical tinge to this game. We saw hints of it at the end of last night's contest as well as Acadia works its way out front. But the Hurricanes will take control of it here. And skating out is Redmond. Tried to find French with that pass, just couldn't quite connect. And there's Pike with it, watched closely by Comiskey. And Sabian trying to get it out. That's picked off by French. And the Hurricanes maintain possession here as Woodworth tries to cycle around the net. She is held up by Dimmick. And Gallant keeping it in there for the Hurricanes. Sabian back to retrieve here for Acadia. Sabian goes off the boards where Pike is waiting on the half wall. And unable to get it out as Joyce sends it back deep. And Sabian there tried to ice it, but no avail as the Hurricanes held it at the blue line. Acadia desperately looking for a change here, and finally Sabian will get it down. And that is, in fact, going to be icing on the Axewomen. So good offensive pressure there for the Hurricanes that time around, just unable to get on the board. And that face-off won cleanly by Joyce in the Acadia zone. Now Woodworth with it in the corner. Her centering pass goes through a couple of sticks, and Acadia is going to come out with it here. Bork sending it across there for Sabrina Floyari, who chips it in. And Kara Mason will just freeze that puck. And so the face-off will come to Kara Mason's right. Again, the shutout last night for Mason in goal, but Acadia striking early here. They're up 1-0. And Dunn tries to clear it, but that's held at the line by Watton. Her shot gets stuck in a couple of pairs of skates here. Now the Hurricanes will try and skate it out. Nice lead pass here. That's Woodworth streaking in. Being watched closely by Watton. A couple of league all-stars there, and good centering pass from Woodworth. Joyce just sends it over the net. And here comes Lily Ryan out with it. She finds Dort with the pass, but the Hurricanes will take over at their own blue line. Now Ryan battling Keown for it. And the Hurricanes have it. They try to clear, but that's held by Cora. She'll send it back into the Hurricane zone. And the Axewomen forwards will get a change here, opening up the ice a little bit. And continuing to push forwards, Julia McMillan. Her centering pass, no one home. Meanwhile, there's a delayed penalty coming on the Axewomen. And they're going to take control of the puck. And here's a hooking penalty forthcoming. So with 6:27 remaining in this first period, the Hurricanes will get their first opportunity on the power play as Adele Mansour goes off. And so the faceoff will come to Jordan Archibald's right here. Higgins wins that one cleanly off Wilkins. The shot from Pico. Nice stop from Archibald. And that's held in. Derry over to Pico. She fans on the shot. And that one's sent down the ice by the Axewomen, getting an early change. Derry back to corral it. Just out of the reach of Haley Foote, who again scored twice against the Axewomen last night. And Atkinson pushing hard on the forecheck, but here come the Hurricanes forward as Derry's being obstructed there. That was Dort watching her closely. And Derry drops it off for Haley Foote. Foote with the slap shot. That goes a little bit wide. Annika Mason able to keep it in despite the pinch. But the Axewomen take it over. Watton skates it out. She'll send it all the way down. And Dort's going to get to the puck first for Acadia, watched closely by Nicole Derry. And Higgins unable to skate that one out. Ryan picked that one off, but the Hurricanes have it once more. And skating out, here's Derry. She's going to just fire a slapper on net. That's stopped by Archibald. She'll go off for a change. And then that puck's kept in by French, but nobody home on the centering pass, so Ryan will just slap that one right back down. Batted out of the air by Nicole Gallant at her own blue line. 30 seconds left in this power play for the Axewomen. Or for the Hurricanes, excuse me. And a shot, Annika Mason. She finds the top corner. So power play goal here from Annika Mason. And just like that, this game is tied up. Seemed like an innocent little play, just getting ready to set everything up in the offensive zone. But Mason saw an opening, and she fired that wrist shot over the glove side on Archibald. And this is a tie game here with 4:54 remaining in the first period. And a big power play marker there for the Hurricanes, because as you saw with Acadia yesterday morning, their penalty kill can be very strong. And that should provide a big boost here for the Hurricanes in the late going in this period, as Cora has the puck below our broadcast position. Dishes that one off. And sent out by the Axewomen. And that puck's corralled by Hilt. She'll send it down. And Gallant being watched closely there by Bork. Now the Hurricanes trying to clear. And that was Cora holding it in, but the Hurricanes have it. That lead pass intended for Redmond. But again, the Axewomen have control as Hiltz sends that one forward for Bork. Hiltz and Bork combined for that first goal. Woodworth erases Bork along the end boards. And now the Hurricanes will come out with it once more. With a head of steam, here's Kaylee Keown. She gains the Acadia blue line, goes wide. And Keown decides she's going to curl back. Centering pass, nobody there, but Woodworth will get it on the other side. And that's turned over. Atkinson with it here for Acadia. Lead pass intended for Dort, intercepted by McMillan. She'll send it up to Caitlin Dunn. And now McMillan's got it back at her own blue line, goes off the boards. And Dunn will get it off the funny bounce. Dunn sends it in deep. The rest of the Hurricanes get a change. And Sabian with it here now. Tried to find Ryan with that lead pass, unable to do so. And Dimmick tries to send it forward. And now Dort has it. And that's Haley Foote back with the puck. She'll send it forward. Madison Perriard with it now. She sends it back around her own net. Derry there to pick it up. Nicole Derry tries to clear, tries to go up the middle, intercepted by Ryan, but Picco's there to get the puck back. Aaron Picco tries that lead pass, intended for Perriard. No icing on the play here. And that puck gets out. That could have been close to too many players as well. But Wilkins unable to reach that puck, and the Hurricanes will just send that one down. That was off the stick of Mason, the Hurricanes' goal scorer. So the face-off will come to Kara Mason's right. With 2:32 remaining in this opening frame, we're tied up at 1 in what's been a pretty tightly contested first period on both sides. And draw one cleanly by the Axewomen. Williams with the shot, just a little off the mark. And puck gets out to center ice. Hurricanes have it. And here's Redmond with it. Redmond with the shot. That's blocked by Williams. Williams sends it out. And a little bit of contact behind the play between Redmond and Williams. No call. And now the Hurricanes trying to get out of their own zone here. There's Gallant with it. And that bounces off an Axewomen player. No icing on the play. And that was corralled by Cora, who sends it forward. Only for the Hurricanes to slap it back in. And they'll get back on side, and we're ready to go here once more as Watton sends it forward. That's Bork battling with it. Now Watton following up. Hurricanes regain possession here. That's Joyce with it. And that's sent forward for Caitlin Dunn. Dunn trying to find Woodworth in front of the net, but a few Axewomen there to stop that as Keown holds it in at the blue line. Now Cora trying to send that one out. That's blocked by Joyce. Joyce has a little space. Nice shot. Better save from Jordan Archibald. And so with 1:16 remaining in this first period, once again we're still tied at a goal apiece here. And both sides certainly showing that they want that spot in this afternoon's gold medal game against UNB. And now Dort breaks out with it. Kaylee Keown's lost her stick in the Acadia zone. And Dort's shot, that flies a little wide. And that puck popped up for a second. Thought it was going out of play, but maybe not, as Atkinson has it there, battling with a couple fellow Axewomen and Hurricanes there. And now Holland College will just skate this one out. And here's Joyce with it. Again, she's looked dangerous all weekend. Taylor Joyce, her shot just goes a little bit wide. Now Picco trying to get it on net. That one was blocked by Dimmick. And the slapper, it's bouncing around the net here. And oh my goodness, how did that stay out? Looks like it might have just rolled off the stick of Caitlin Dunn right on the top of the crease. Just sort of hobbled across the goal. And again, we see Joyce coming in here. And my apologies, that was Derry actually working her way in. Higgins battling down low with Dimmick and Wilkins. 10 seconds left in this first period. And Wilkins skates it out here. She's got an opportunity. 5 seconds left in the period. She gets around Picco. Nice stop from Mason. And how is that puck staying out? My goodness, what an end to the first period. We've got bodies down all over the place in front of Kara Mason. Either way, the puck manages to stay out, and we're going to the first intermission here, tied at 1. Wow, certainly the intensity is ramped up here this morning. We'll be back for second period action in about 15 minutes' time.
What's bumping on the program? Was that the camera? The GoPro.
All right, everybody, we are back for the second period of this semifinal matchup at the Atlantic Collegiate Women's Hockey Championships here from the Cavendish Farms Wellness Center in Montague, PEI. It's 1-1 after the first period, both sides showing considerable fire here as they want to get to this afternoon's gold medal game at 3 o'clock against the UNB Red Blazers. The Axe women kicked off the scoring 2:57 into this one, as it was Regan Hiltz finding a rebound off of the Maddie Bork shot and sliding it past Kara Mason. But with about 5 minutes remaining in the period, the Hurricanes responded as Annika Mason skated in and just fired a wrist shot from the face-off circle, found the top corner, and that's how we got here. So second period's underway. Derry trying to send that one across for French. Arm up for icing, it's waved off. And Watton behind the net here for Acadia. And the Hurricanes still pressuring, but Acadia's got it. Watton back with it. And Comiskey trying to force something there, but again, the Axe women will come out. That pass a little too strong for Ryan, and that's going to go all the way down for icing. And a little bit of a incident there as Derry ends up going down. Not sure if she lost an edge or maybe there was some contact behind the play. Nevertheless, the face-off is coming to Jordan Archibald's left. And Acadia takes control of the face-off. Cora with it behind the net. She'll try and send it forward. Cora back with it. And that's Joyce battling Cora with it. And now the Axe women will come out. Here's Andrea Pike making her way forward. Annika Mason, the Hurricanes goal scorer, now with it. Mason sends that one off the boards. That's blocked off by Pike. And Pike tries to send it on goal. That's blocked. That was done on the block, and now Joyce gains center ice. Now the Acadia blue line. Joyce still with it. Watched closely by Cora, and that puck somehow goes in. A little bit of a funny hop there, but I think Taylor Joyce is going to end up getting credit. So 1:11 into this second period, the Hurricanes take a 2-1 lead. So good pressure from Taylor Joyce to start the period. I've been talking about it. She's been dangerous most of the weekend here. And once again, she gets rewarded. That's her second goal of the weekend. And it's a big one here for the Hurricanes. They now have a 2-1 lead. And now Nicole Gallant with it. She'll dish it off to Annika Mason. And the Axe women intercept. That one's sent into Hurricanes territory. Gallant back for it. Watched closely by Bork. Nicole Gallant headed off there by Hiltz. Gallant with it again. And the Axe women keep it in here, trying to send it on net. But Joyce can't clear it. Stopped by Dimmick now. Gets out, and here comes Joyce again. Taylor Joyce, she's got Dunn open. Dunn with the shot. Stopped by Archibald. Caitlin Dunn with a good opportunity, just maybe a little bit slow moving on that 2-on-1. That allowed Archibald to get across the crease. And now Higgins with it here. Sam Higgins trying to center it. That one's unable to go. And McMillan can't hold that one in. She'll send it back in, but the Hurricanes got to get back on side first. And now the puck's behind Ryan, and that allows Higgins to pick it up for the Hurricanes. Back to McMillan. McMillan trying to find foot, but Dimmick intercepts here for Acadia. And McMillan here with it again for the Hurricanes. She'll send it up the boards for Foot. Haley Foot chips it forward. She finds Perriard with it. Madison Perriard gains the blue line. Perriard still with it. And Perriard sends it back. McMillan keeps it in. Shot pops up into the air. Loose puck in front, though. That's Perriard. Excuse me, that was Higgins on the opportunity. And that was stopped by Archibald, and the faceoff will come to her left. So good pressure to start this second period from the Hurricanes. They've been rewarded with a goal already. And now they're on the doorstep looking for another one. And they win the faceoff here. Derry unable to control the puck at the blue line. But Redmond's there to control it. And that one floats in. That may have deflected off a stick, but Jessica Redmond, she is going to get credit for that goal. And just like that, 2 goals in 1 minute and 44 seconds for the Hurricanes. They've got a 3-1 lead. So a little bit of a scramble off that face-off. It looked like Derry had lost the puck to the Axwomen player. Redmond was able to come back and get it. She found a space in the slot, and she just fired a wrist shot. Again, I think it may have deflected off an Axwomen player's stick. Nevertheless, the result is a goal. Hurricanes up 3-1, and now head coach Ken Seward's calls a timeout for the Axwomen. So a big momentum shift here early in this second period as, again, Holland College, we've seen them get rewarded for their persistence and hard work in Acadia's zone here. And they've taken a 3-1 lead. Once again, 2 goals coming in 1 minute and 44 seconds here early in this second period. And we'll see how Acadia responds here coming off the timeout. It looks like the Hurricanes are sending some of their big guns out here. As it's Comiskey, French, and Redmond rewarding their line for their work as Acadia sends that one in. And now Comiskey takes it out from around the net. French battling here. And another battle here, a couple of Axwomen and Hurricanes down low. Pico comes out with it. And Redmond trying to poke that one forward. That's stopped by the pinching defender at the blue line. Now Derry trying to get it out, bounces around a little bit, so Pico will just send it forward. And a little bit more contact there at the blue line between French and Sibley. And that puck goes all the way down the ice. So the faceoff will come to Kara Mason's left. So again, the question was how Acadia would respond after those 2 quick goals. They seemed to come out a little bit better that time around. A couple of good chances around the net. Unable to get anything home though, as that's dished down low for Ryan. Gallant watching her closely. Now Atkinson with it. Now Joyce gets it out, and here's Woodworth. Looking for Joyce again. Taylor Joyce has some open ice. Just over to Woodworth, and they can't get that one to go somehow. The net comes off. Again, good pressure from the Hurricanes. Woodworth just couldn't quite get a handle on that pass from Joyce. Otherwise, this could have been a 4-1 game. And the faceoff will come outside Acadia's zone here. And Acadia is a little late on the trigger for the change here as Watton and Williams were trying to get on, but instead it's going to be, I believe, Dimmick and either Firth or Sabian forced to stay out. And Acadia pushed it into the Hurricane zone, but Gallant's there to chip it right back out. Nice little drop pass from Dunn, finds Joyce. She's headed off there by Dimmick. And Acadia is able to get it out, and they find Pike with the lead pass, but Pike gets cut off there by Mason just as she was trying to fire the shot, but here's Wilkins on the follow. She goes for the centering pass, looking for Mansour, couldn't get that one to go, and Acadia can't hold that one in. Offside, and Dunn's going to grab the puck and go the other way. Caitlin Dunn crosses the blue line. Over to Gallant. That shot just a little bit wide, and they had Bork on the stretch pass, but that was blocked off by Higgins. And Higgins has the puck here. She tries to carry it in, but Perriard couldn't quite get back onside in time. And so the faceoff will again come outside Acadia's zone. Scramble draw here, controlled by the Axwomen. That's going to get sent out. Foot there to meet it at the blue line. And Foot sends it forward. Here's Bork with it. Bork working her way through the zone, meets a couple of Hurricanes along the way, but it's still set on net. That was Floyari with the chance there as Kaylee Keown works her way out. And Higgins stays on side with the puck in her feet. Higgins still working with the puck, shielding it with her body, sends it down into the corner for Perriard. Couldn't quite get a handle on that. Sibley loses it to Foot. And now the Axewomen try to clear, but again, Foot's there to hold it. Now it'll come out, and Julie McMillan will be back to retrieve it here for Holland College. McMillan dishes off to Kaylee Keown. Loses it in her feet for a moment. Tries to dish it off to Redmond, but that's going to go all the way down the ice for icing here. 9:04 left in the second period. Holland Hurricanes again taking charge here in this second. They're up 3-1. And so the faceoff will come to Kara Mason's left, right below our broadcast position here. And there we are. We see the linesperson telling them to push off a little bit. Acadia controls the draw. And there's the shot from the point. Atkinson still with it down low. Well, Atkinson over to Ryan. That's going to come all the way around. Dork there to meet it for the Axewomen. Kept in by Acadia. Now Pico, a little bit of a mishandle. There's Atkinson. That's blocked by Derry. And it's Dimmick with it, excuse me, as Ryan has it. That's intercepted by Redmond. She chips it back to Derry. Again, a couple of minor hockey teammates there. Derry trying to go up the middle, though, and Ryan intercepts that. Only for Comiskey to take it right back. And Comiskey goes off the boards, and that's going to be called icing on the Hurricanes. So, again, another face-off in Hurricanes territory. So, Acadia doing a good job of pressuring in the offensive zone here, trying to get one back. And Wilkins won the draw, but Woodworth comes out with it for the Hurricanes, and now Dunn gains the Acadia blue line. Caitlin Dunn coming in with speed. Goes back to the point. And that shot from Gallant, it got tipped in front by, I believe, Joyce, and it goes up and out of play. And they're going to say it went off an Acadia player, so face off in Acadia territory, and the Axewomen win it. And there's Watton circling around her net with the puck. Natasha Watton going forward with it. And the headman pass to Wilkins. Doesn't find the target, and that just offside as Woodworth just unable to get back onside as Dunn was trying to come back in. So 7:46 remaining in the second period. About halfway through the frame here now. Again, an early couple goals here from the Hurricanes has them up 3-1. And off the draw, Gallant dishes that one over to Mason. Sends that one forward, and now it's controlled by the Axewomen. Gallant pressuring here. That's Bork with the puck. Puck comes out front, and another glove save by Kara Mason, this time off Sabrina Floyari. And again, getting a little chippy in front of the Holland College goal. But Mason able to see that puck all the way, and the face-off will come to her left. Her left being right here, right below our broadcast position as previously mentioned. And Hurricanes getting a little bit of a late line change in here. And they're battling down low here with the Axewomen for the draw. And puck comes out front. That one just scoots a little bit wide. And Keown sends that one up the boards for Dunn. Dunn centering pass just rolls off the blade of Foot's stick. And Sibley's there to retrieve it for Acadia. And Higgins keeps that one in for Holland College. Dunn with it. Trying to find Foot. Just fanned on the pass a little bit. Now Sibley loses the puck to Higgins, who sends it back to McMillan. McMillan with the wrister. Good idea with the shot, but Archibald had a clear lane to see that, and she makes the save with no trouble. So the faceoff will come to her left here. And Coach Ryan Maxwell will bring out the line that scored the third goal here. That was Comiskey, French, and Redmond. But Acadia comes out with the draw, and here comes Lily Ryan boring down the left side here. And Comiskey battling there with Dimmick, and now the puck's going to come out. But French turns that one over, and good pressure from Redmond. She's got some space. Jessica Redmond a little high. Looking for her second of the period here. And then Keown keeps that one in for the Hurricanes. And the puck goes in behind Acadia's net. And Dimmick sends that one forward to Ryan. Lily Ryan working her way across the Hurricanes' blue line. Sends it in deep behind the net. And Keown just chips that one around. And Mansour's there to meet it before Joyce. And another close change there for the Axe women as Joyce works her way down the side again. This is how she scored last time. But this time Archibald's up to the challenge, making the save on that play. And now Woodworth with it behind the net here. Comes out front. Dished back to the point here for Derry. Derry trying to just feed a shot through there. It goes a little wide. Now Adele Mansour with it here for Acadia. She'll skate that one up. She's going to slap it. That's blocked by Erin Picco. Picco certainly not afraid of any kind of big shots. Her brother Andrew Picco is a Quebec Major Junior Hockey League player with the Rimouski Oceanic. So definitely hockey in that Marystown, Newfoundland family. As Derry's got the puck here. Another former Holland College connection. One with connections to the former Hurricanes Junior B team, as older brother Matt Derry is a former goaltender for the Hurricanes. And if you look a little further down the roster, Caitlin Comiskey, the longtime dual sport athlete for Holland College, her older brother Patrick was also a Junior B Hurricane. So lots of different family connections in play here as play resumes. That slap shot's blocked. Now Perriard, she's got a little bit of open ice, but Sibley's going to beat her to it. Sibley and Cora erase Perriard on that break with 4:50 remaining in this second period, excuse me. And Acadia picks it up. That lead pass, it goes through everybody, and no icing is going to be called here as Annika Mason back to retrieve. And she gets rubbed out there a little bit by Sibley. And Higgins sends that one up the boards for Foot. And now Higgins gets it back here. She'll skate it out of her own zone. Sends it forward to Foot, who gains the Acadia blue line. Tries another shot. That one's deflected. It goes out of play. 4:17 remaining in this second period. Again, Holland College showing a little more fire here. A couple of early goals. They're up 3-1. And they said it was just straight out off of Foot, so faceoff comes outside. And that's retrieved by the Axe women. Ryan there battling French for it. And now Acadia had it in the neutral zone. Hurricanes recover it. This is Redmond coming out with a head of steam here. Jessica Redmond finding the open ice, chips it off the boards. And Dimmick's there to cut her off. Haley Dimmick skating it forward, looking for Ryan on the lead pass. And that's going to be icing on Acadia. And so the faceoff will come to Archibald's left in the Acadia zone. Again, as a reminder, the winner of this contest will play at 3 o'clock this afternoon against the UNB Red Blazers for the right to be called Atlantic champions. And that puck takes a couple of strange bounces out in front, but Acadia coming out with it here. And another attempted stretch pass doesn't work out, so another icing on Acadia. This time around, the faceoff will come to Archibald's right. And they're just about set to go here. Dunn to take the draw for the Hurricanes. Joyce comes out with it off the wing. And Dunn with it down low. She finds Joyce in the middle. I think she might have had more time to shoot that than she thought, but she shoots it right into the chest of Archibald. And it's going to be another face-off to the right of the Acadia goaltender. But again, you're seeing this line of Joyce, Dunn, and Woodworth really doing damage and really pushing the physical and offensive pace here for the Hurricanes as Dunn keeps it behind the net. Caitlin Dunn sends it back to the point for Keown. Keown gets that one on net. That one's blocked. Now Woodworth finds it. And Joyce behind the net trying to dig it out, but instead it'll be Cora shoveling it up. But kept in by Julie McMillan. Send it in the middle of the ice, but Acadia is able to get it out. Now Kaylee Keown with it. And that's going to be called offside. Dunn couldn't quite get out of the zone in time. And face-off will just come outside Acadia's zone. And so with 2:44 remaining in this second period, Coach Ken Sewards would love to see his Axewomen get one before we go to the third period. As Pico finds that one, sends it forward to Foot. Tries the cross-ice pass for Perriard, but it was only Axewomen there. Now Foot with it. She gets that one poked away, but Pico's there to back her up. Pico sends that one out to the Acadia blue line. She'll get it back. And now here comes Higgins looking for Perriard. Perriard just couldn't quite handle the pass and just goes through the slot there. It looked like there was an opportunity. And now the puck's deep in Hurricanes territory. Kara Mason wisely just shutting that one down as Dort and Derry getting tangled up with each other. And then Atkinson there to just say, yeah, no, don't do that. Nevertheless, the faceoff will come to Kara Mason's right. So we'll give you a little closer look at that here. Comiskey wins that one cleanly. Mason goes up the boards. That one's shot in. But just a little bit wide, and French picks it up. She'll go forward for Redmond. Puck lost in the neutral zone. Now Acadia trying to skate it back in. And there's another wrister. That somehow goes in. Not sure if that was Watton or Mansour with the shot. Based on the high five line, it looks like it's going to be Natasha Watton. And you can see just how big that is for the Acadia bench for their morale. As I was just saying a minute ago, you'd love to see at least one go in if you're Ken Sewards, and wish granted, as it's now 3-2 Hurricanes here with $1:45 left until the intermission. And now we'll see how the Hurricanes respond here as Pike breaks right back into the Hurricane zone, and a bit of a tricky shot there. Mason able to follow that one down. Make the low glove save. And it's sort of a carbon copy of the goal Annika Mason scored in the first period, just from the top of the face-off circle over the glove side. And we'll see, again, how the Hurricanes respond. Here's the Axewomen keep it in. That shot goes a little bit wide from Sibley. That's going to be held in. And battling behind the net there was Madison Firth. And now Firth again battling here with Joyce. A couple of 18s coming together. And it is Watton who gets credit for that goal. So it's another defenseman scoring from that face-off circle. Meanwhile, Woodworth was looking for a call behind the net there. Nothing doing. Acadia still pressuring here out front. And Mason's able to just slow that one down. Looks like a little bit of contact here. Keown may have slid into the back of the Acadia player here. She's a little slow to get up. It appears to be number 14, Floyari. But it looks like she's skating it off, and she's going to be good to keep going. And that faceoff will come outside the Hurricane zone. And it looks like we've got a little bit of line juggling for Ryan Maxwell here as we see Dunn up on the wing with Foot and Higgins here. As we saw Perriard go off there prior to the faceoff. And now Higgins controls the puck in her own end. Sam Higgins looking for room to go, but unable to find anybody with the lead pass. Now Foot's got it in the Acadia zone. 20 seconds left in this second period, excuse me. Now 3-2 Hurricanes in what's been a very spirited contest on both sides. And as a result, Archibald wants to just slow things down, and she gets the face-off here to her right. 17 seconds remaining in the frame. And now it looks like the lines are back in focus here with... No, it looks like Redmond is up on this line with Dunn and Joyce now. We'll have to monitor what's going on with Samantha Woodworth potentially as this period dies down. 3 seconds remaining. Acadia looking to threaten, but Annika Mason will just send that one out. And that's how the second period's going to end. So, with 18 minutes left to play here, the Holland Hurricanes, they're leading a tight one here. It's 3-2 over Acadia. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Yeah, of course, as a reminder, if you haven't been watching throughout the weekend, there's no flood between the second and third period, so please just hang around. All right, we're back and ready to go for the start of this third period here, or possibly. No, it looks like we're going to see an Axe Women player coming off the ice. She's not putting much weight on that left leg. Getting some assistance here from the trainer. And we'll be sure to monitor this situation as best we can. Again, you certainly don't want to see anybody going down. And we'll see if we can get a number here. I just can't quite get the right angle on that one. But as soon as we find out who it is, we will let you know. Meanwhile, the third period's underway here. As a reminder, 18-minute periods instead of the 15 we saw in the first two periods. And Watton holds it behind the net. She has the last Acadia goal. Nice stretch pass for Wilkins. Chelsea Wilkins breaking into Holland College territory. Her shot stopped by Mason and directed wide. Mansour sends that one across the ice for Sibley. She sends that one forward. And there's Pike battling for it behind the net. And the Hurricanes will come out with it here. That's Mason trying to send it forward. And now Woodworth's got it. She shovels it into Acadia territory. And now the Axe Women looking to break out. Here's Atkinson. That deflects. It goes cross ice for Lily Ryan here. She gains the Hurricanes' blue line, tries to center it for Hillary Dort. Dort, one of Acadia's biggest offensive threats this season with 6 goals. Meanwhile, Atkinson working her way out front, and what a wrist shot from Melissa Atkinson. And just like that, it's a tie game here. The Hurricanes, they had a 2-goal lead, but that's been erased here early in this third period. Atkinson just finding the hole, goes right above Mason's pad and below the blocker. Just about a picture-perfect shot from Melissa Atkinson. And don't look now, but it's 3-3. Again, it seems like all of the momentum is on the Axe Women bench at the moment here, as Puck goes back into the Hurricane zone. Derry shovels that up, looking for French. French comes out with it. Her centering pass there. She finds Redmond. Redmond coming in with a head of steam. And that's cut off by Sabian, but immediately turned over. That's Comiskey with it. And now Redmond corrals it, just leaves it there for French. And Fleury just pins Comiskey to the boards. There's the Axewomen try and get it out. And that's going to be sent forward by Hilt. And dished back by French. This is... looked like Derry, excuse me, coming in. And Acadia will just send that one down the ice. Waved off right away. As Kaylee Keown skates it out of her own end here. And we're going to have a delayed penalty here on Acadia, and we might see if there's a retaliation there on Kaylee Keown. We'll see what the call is. We've got a hooking penalty here first. And Keown really thought it was her, but instead it's going to be an Acadia penalty. You just saw Keown open her own penalty box door for the Hurricanes, but it turns out she doesn't need it. And we'll see who they charge this penalty to here. And Coach Ken Seward's demonstrating that, yeah, Keown probably should have gotten a penalty too, but instead it's just Chelsea Wilkins going off here for Acadia. That'd be the Axewomen captain in the box for 2 or less. And Dunn wins that draw cleanly. And Woodworth with the redirection just a little wide. And Acadia unable to get that one out. Here's Joyce. She dishes that one off for Julie McMillan at the point. McMillan working her way down low behind the Acadia net. Nobody there, though. And Acadia is just happy to send that one out. That was Haley Williams firing that one all the way down the ice. Mason leaves that for Kaylee Keown. She's got a little room to work here. Instead, the lead pass doesn't work out for Acadia, or for the Hurricanes, excuse me, and Mason will just catch that one. Stopping the proceedings here with 15-13 left in the third period, 1:23 left in the Hurricanes power play. And now Atkinson right back out there for Acadia, the goal scorer who just made it 3-3 a moment ago. And now she's been thrown out of the face-off circle. Sibley to come in on defense and take it. Does an admirable job off the point. And the Hurricanes get it out. That's going to be waved off. No icing on the play as Cora's got it. And a bit of a bouncing puck, especially on that corner. I've seen that a couple times here this morning as Joyce sends that one across to Mason. Annika Mason looking for the breakout pass. That won't find anybody but Sibley on Acadia's side of things. And now the Hurricanes breaking out here on a change. And there's Gallant with it. She's being pinned to the boards by Dort. And Sibley working her way in there too. There's Higgins with the shot. That one deflects and goes a little high and wide as Mason sends that one down low once again. And Dunn going back to Mason at the point. Mason winds up. That one's blocked. Dunn gets it back here, though, for the Hurricanes. 22 seconds left on this power play. Mason sends it over to Gallant. Gallant with the low shot. That one's just a little wide. And Atkinson's going to get to the puck first. She'll fire it down the ice. And that could well spell the end of the Hurricanes power play here. Just 5 seconds remaining as they try one more breakout. Good lead pass here. Foot breaking into the zone. But an even better poke there by Haley Williams. And Acadia looking for a penalty on that play as there was some contact between Foot and Williams. Instead, Wilkins out of the box on a breakaway. Chelsea Wilkins, she is robbed by Kara Mason. And the net comes off. A big opportunity there. Acadia had a 2-on-0 going with Wilkins and Mansour working their way in. But Mason's there for the stop, and then the net comes off. But again, as you can see, momentum clearly turning in Acadia's favor here. And I wonder, yes indeed, we'll see Ryan Maxwell use his timeout here with 13:31 remaining in the third period. And with that in mind, we'll step away for 30 seconds or so, and we'll be right back.
50 tickets for this morning's draw. The final four digits this morning's winning 50-50 number are 8601. Once again, this morning's winning 50-50 number. The final four digits are 8601. This is your ticket. Please come to the 50-50. You'll be winning your prize. Once again, that is 8.
And we're back underway here. That shot just goes a little bit wide. And the Hurricanes will try and get it out here. Clearly the message from Ryan Maxwell is obviously be careful defensively, but don't be afraid to push things here because you know you got to get momentum back on your side here as that lead pass for Derry. It connects. She goes through the Acadia defender there. Now Derry trying to wrap it around. Tried to go short side on Archibald. Had the right idea because Archibald was going the other way. But ultimately couldn't jam it in there. Archibald able to make the save, and the faceoff will come to her right. And a scramble off the draw there between Dunn and Atkinson. Acadia comes out with it. And Keown will take it back to her own blue line here. Send that one across. And now the Hurricanes coming over once again. Dunn being pressured. And now Woodworth with it behind the net. Centering pass for Joyce. Just unable to get a handle on that. But Dunn just shovels it back down low. Sabian's got it now for Acadia. Sabian goes around the net. Woodworth there to meet it first. And pinned to the boards by Dort. Woodworth tries to kick it back to the point for Keown. She finds her. And Keown sends it across the ice for Dunn. Dunn looking for that centering pass. Hurricanes will keep it in. McMillan with the shot. And Atkinson just sends it down the ice. And it's going to come all the way back for icing here on Acadia. So again, certainly a game that's pushing the pace here. 12-10 remaining in the third period. 3-3 is our score. And another scramble draw. That time Higgins and Wilkins, Wilkins working with it behind the net here. Chelsea Wilkins just sends that around the other side for Elena Cora. And Cora sends that one forward for Pike. Now Wilkins with it. She's got Mansour going to the net. Wilkins tries the centering pass. Nobody home. And a pinch by Sibley here. The shot. Got a lot on that, but it went wide. And that puck's going down the ice. It was touched, so no icing. And back to get it is Sibley. And Sibley's going to skate it out here. She's got a little room. Sibley gains the red line, the blue line. And then that shot from Dort goes a little wide. And a couple of Hurricanes battling in their own zone for it here. And good poke check there on Floyari, courtesy of Kara Mason. And more board battling here. You can see this game really tightening up here as we progress. Neither team wanting to give up that potential pivotal goal here that would put the other team up. And we see Hiltz with it. She'll go back to the point for Williams. Her shot's blocked. Williams gets it back. She puts it on net again. Bouncing puck in front of Mason, but able to clear it there was Gallant. And now French tries to send it forward, and she does. She finds Jessica Redmond. Redmond with a head of speed again. And Redmond's got it in her feet. Tries the centering pass, trying to find Kumiski there. And now Kumiski's got it in the corner. Katie Lynn Kumiski trying to find space. She'll go back to the point for Pico. And that shot gets blocked. Now Hillary Dort coming out with it, and she got cut off there by Pico in the middle of the ice. And Kumiski cleared it, but Sabian's going to send it right back down. Why not fire it right on Mason? She catches it. And here's Picco coming out. And that stretch pass intended for Joyce, that was a no-go. And now Acadia has it again. Here's Katie Sabian with it. Sabian working her way over the Hurricanes' blue line. And Derry's stick got caught up with Sabian there. No call on the play. And there's Adele Mansour battling for it for Acadia. And now the Hurricanes send that one out of play. Face-off will come into Holland College territory to the left of Cara Mason. So it's been very much a back-and-forth game here so far. Acadia took the early lead 3 minutes into the first period. Hurricanes respond with about 5 minutes to go in the frame. Then 2 quick ones in the second put Holland College up 3-1. Then Natasha Watton scored late in the second. And Melissa Atkinson tallied early in the third to bring this game level for the Axewomen. And that's bounced off the boards by Sibley. Pike goes by Keown on the boards. Acadia looking for another call here. The refs are letting them play here this afternoon or this morning. As we just passed the midway mark of the third period. And the wraparound attempt from Wilkins. Mason's there to shut the door. And the face-off will come to the left here of Cara Mason. And now we've got a little bit of a discussion between the referee and I believe that's Wilkins. Yes, the Acadia captain just having a quick chat before going off the ice. Perhaps looking to echo her coach's sentiments about maybe getting a couple more calls here in the late going. And the Hurricanes will come out with it. Here's Foote. Foote, she blasts that from outside the blue line. Just a little wide. And now Acadia working its way out. And the Axewomen pressuring here. That puck's bouncing out front. And now here come the Hurricanes with it again. That was done with the shot. Foote going to retrieve it on the far side boards. Acadia gets it out. Annika Mason retrieves it at center ice. Waiting until we get onside here. Now Mason driving. And she's pressured there by Williams. She eventually takes over. And Dort sent that one across the ice for Ryan. Lily Ryan sends that one deep into Hurricanes territory. It seems like the play's been tilted in that direction here in the third period especially. And a little giveaway here at the blue line, and here come the Hurricanes. Here comes Redmond again, and that shot just goes a little wide. Redmond had the space, and she certainly had the speed going. Couldn't quite get that one on net. Comiskey sends it back to Derry at the point. Nicole Derry being pressured there. That was, I do believe, Dort pressuring her. And that's kept in at the point for the moment by Comiskey, but Dort's able to poke that one out. And Hurricanes get back on side, but then Ryan, she goes in. I thought she might have put herself offside in receiving that pass, but Mason's there to catch it right in the H. And as a result, the faceoff's going to come to Cara Mason's right here. 7:09 remaining in the third period. Again, a very tight contest on both sides here. 3-3 as Cora puts that one on net. That one's blocked. And behind the net, it comes out to the Hurricanes. They'll try and break out. This is Dunn coming with it. Dunn, she's got Woodworth going to the net. Tries to drop it off for Joyce, but the Axewomen will force the turnover. And here comes Adele Mansour with it. She gains the Hurricanes' blue line, and she keeps it, getting around Keown. But Kaylee Keown's able to get the puck away from Mansour, and she'll send that one out of the Hurricane zone. Now Watton back to recover here as both teams will change. And here's Sabrina Fleury out of Ottawa, Ontario. She takes that one in. Williams with the shot, handled by Mason. And Now it is going to be McMillan, taking it out here for the Hurricanes. Julie McMillan fires. And that got up a little high on Archibald. She had to handle that one. And here comes Sabrina Floyari. She'll send that one down on Mason. And she'll be happy to cover. 6:01 left in this third period. And again, as we get into the final 6 minutes here, we'll see if this game tightens up any more, whether both teams are content to let it go to extra hockey here or if they want to end it early. I would think the latter option, since for both teams they just played last night, and for Acadia they actually played twice yesterday. So it's actually an amazing effort to see what they've been able to accomplish here. This is their third straight game. And Acadia is still able to keep it in. Cora with the shot, that one's intercepted by Mason. And Acadia trying to work it out front. It'll come back to Cora at the point. That one's blocked. And Acadia again pressuring. This is the big line here. That's Dort down low. Hillary Dort with plenty of opportunities there, but the Hurricanes will break out now. Annika Mason with it. She's going to fire. And she had success with that the first time around. This time, Archibald catches it, and the faceoff will come to her left here with 5:11 remaining in the third period. And again, you see this line of Joyce, Dunn, and Woodworth being asked to come out for Ryan Maxwell. And now it's Adele Mansour clearing that one for the Axewomen. And here comes, and a bit of a controversial icing call there, I do believe. Nevertheless, and there may have actually been an error on the judgment, and the puck's going to go to center ice. And another board battle here. That goes to Williams. And now carrying it across the ice, or over the blue line, was Aaron Picco. That shot goes up off the glass. Now Picco still down low with it. And she tries to swing that around. A bit of a strange bounce off Archibald's stick. And that is going to be a face-off to Archibald's left. And it's going to be Joyce against Atkinson in the circle here. Hurricanes come out with it. But Atkinson quickly recovers. Atkinson tied this game early in the third period. Now Dort just out of her reach there. Keown circles around. Kaylee Keown finding the open ice. She's looking to go here, Kaylee Keown. Instead, she'll just gain the Acadia blue line and fire it in. And now Cora being pressured there by Dunn with Joyce following. Now Joyce has it once more. And Sibley, she's able to get it out. A little bit of miscommunication at the blue line between Keown and McMillan. And Joyce had it. She loses it here to Lily Ryan. And that one's poked away by Mason. Julie McMillan to retrieve. And Acadia still has it here. Wilkins winds up. And more threatening in front of the Hurricanes net here. Looked like it might have been Mansour jamming away at that puck. And nevertheless, Mason's able to make the save. And the faceoff will come to her left. 3:39 left in the third period. And Acadia comes out with the draw here. Watton with it at the point. And sent into the corner. And Floyari comes out around the net. Sabrina Floyari being watched closely here. And Acadia still got it. That shot goes a little bit wide. Come back to the point for Watton. And right idea there. Just couldn't quite execute that one. And now the Hurricanes will try to break out here. Rolling puck into Acadia's zone. Williams tries to clear. It bounces over Higgins' stick, so they're able to get it out. And now Dort in a foot race with Gallant to get it. Dort comes up with it. And Dort battling with a couple of Hurricanes down low. Gets it out to Atkinson. And that shot goes up and out of play. So with 2:48 remaining, we'll have another face-off in Hurricanes territory. And we see a little equipment adjustment happening for one of the Acadia defenders. I believe that's Sibley. And now we're back underway. Puck comes back to Cora at the blue line. That one's blocked by French. And now Comiskey's got it. Sends it across to Jess Redmond. Redmond coming across the blue line. She fires that one on goal. Rebound! And it's Melissa French! This is a huge goal for the Hurricanes. Off that shot from Redmond, it was Archibald unable to corral that rebound, and it left an opening for Melissa French. She came in all alone, and with 2:29 remaining, the Hurricanes have scored a huge goal here. It's now 4-3 Holland College. And now for the Axe women, it's crunch time here. They've got to find a way to respond here, and they've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do it. But here's another opportunity for the Hurricanes. Joyce tries to fire that one. Fanned on the shot, and Archibald's able to cover that one up. 2:15 remaining. But for a player like Melissa French, her line has been firing on all cylinders here this afternoon. With Redmond already scoring, Comiskey scoring earlier in the tournament, it was high time for French to get on the scoreboard with a goal here, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time for Holland College. And now Dort sends that one forward to Atkinson. Atkinson with the slap shot. That one goes a little wide. And now Dunn with it. And here comes Joyce with the puck. She's working her way across the ice. 1:53 remaining in the third period. And now Sibley with it as the Hurricanes have a delayed offside here. Sent over to Sabian. And Keown heads Sabian off. And now Katie Sabian with it. The puck's in Hurricane territory here. We'll have to watch the bench here to see if Archibald's coming. Again, they pulled the goalie around this time yesterday morning against UNB and got the tying goal out of it, so we'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, Dunn has it in Acadia territory. And there's Higgins following up, and Higgins has it out front. She's got Dunn with her. Sam Higgins here, and that shot deflects out of play. And so the faceoff will come to Jordan Archibald's left here with 1:09 left in the third period. And in the crunch time here, we'll have to see what Acadia head coach Ken Sewards has planned here. And you know, if you're a UNB Red Blazer, you have to love the effort shown by both sides here, because you're coming in fresh with a day and a half of rest, whereas for either team, they'll be playing multiple games consecutively here. And we're into the final minute of the play here. Caitlin Comiskey bringing it in for Holland College. That's taken away by Adele Mansour. And Mason's just happy to send it around the net. And the Hurricanes keep that one in. Higgins has it. And brought down by Wilkins, who's now battling with Comiskey for it. Higgins with the centering pass. That goes off the shaft of Williams' stick. Meanwhile, only 29 seconds left in the third. Hurricanes doing a good job of pressuring in Acadia's end, leaving them unable to pull Archibald here for the extra attacker. And now Redmond's got it behind the net. And now Mansour has it. And here comes Wilkins. Foot race between Pike and Gallant. 10 seconds. And Archibald didn't get the message to come out for the extra attacker. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we'll see what happens here. And this game is over. another furious goalmouth scramble to end this game. And for the Holland Hurricanes, that's a big win. It can't be understated here as they will now play for the gold medal this afternoon. 3 o'clock. This tournament will end just the way it started, with the Holland Hurricanes facing the UNB Red Blazers, this time with the honor of becoming the Atlantic Collegiate Women's Hockey Champions at stake. So as everybody's shaking hands here after a hard-fought game on both sides, for Mason Murray on the camera, Benji Newson on music and PA, for Albert Roach, Daniel Cudmore, and the rest of the Holland Hurricanes Athletic Department, I'm Jordy Carraher. We will see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock.
That's the championship game this afternoon at 3 as your Hurricanes take on the UNB Red Blazers right here in the Acadia Center. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire staff and crew here at the Cavendish Farms Wellness Center in Montague, and with your Holland Hurricanes, we'd like to thank you for your attendance this morning, and please drive safely.